It's important to understand the context of Jesus' ministry, the society and culture in which he worked. In Judea, during Jesus' life, the Romans had conquered the Israelites and were the government. The Romans worked through the Jewish religious leaders to control the population and collect taxes. There were a number of Jewish religious sects in Judea. The Sadducees were wealthy priestly aristocrats who controlled the temple in Jerusalem, accepted only the written Torah, and rejected the afterlife. The Pharisees focused on the Torah and also on the oral Torah, which is the law and tradition in the Jewish faith. They believed in resurrection and were popular teachers holding influential positions in synagogues. The Essenes were separatists and reformers who withdrew from the corrupt temple system to lead strictly holy lives. Now, the Sanhedrin was a Jewish legislative and judicial assembly. Members of the Sadducees and Pharisees were also members of the Sanhedrin. The Sadducees held a dominant controlling influence over the Sanhedrin. Through the Sanhedrin, the Sadducees oversaw many formal affairs of the state, including they administered the state domestically, represented the state internationally, they collected taxes. Those came in the form of international tribute from Jews in other religions and countries. They equipped and led the army. They regulated relations with the Roman Empire, and they mediated domestic grievances. Both the Sadducees and Pharisees based their actions on the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. They emphasized obeying the law in the Torah, which included people's actions, what they said, what they ate, how they worshiped, and personal purity and impurity. The temple in Jerusalem was the center of Jewish worship and activity. It's where people made sacrifices and where the Sadducees collected taxes and conducted business and financial transactions. The emphasis in all of this was on control. There were quite a few conflicts between the Sadducees and Pharisees about political and economic power. Jesus' ministry was not about political and economic power. Jesus' ministry was about faith, love, and forgiveness, not control. It's not surprising that the Sadducees and Pharisees saw Jesus as a threat.